Welcome to the Young CEO Mastermind call. We have these every single Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host. My name is Andre Kennedy, aka Free Play Dre, and you guys can follow my socials there, and also you can join our program down here. Okay, so hopefully you guys are able to see that. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the content. Today's topic is going to be how to use your credit to make money in 2025. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just going to really briefly explain to you guys the importance of this era and utilizing your credit to be able to make money. So, first and foremost, leveraging OPM is how you are going to become financially free. Okay, my name is Andre Kennedy. I've successfully acquired over $150,000 worth of credit capital. I'm not sure, hopefully, you guys can see that, but it's a big stack of credit cards that I was able to get by leveraging my credit to do so. Okay, I utilize the 5 factors of credit, which is basic knowledge. We talk about those things throughout my course. We talk about how to obtain the bank's money, how to get credit limit increases, how to properly structure your personal credit, and also how to not only establish a business, but how to establish business funding and credit as well. Okay, so I've utilized a combination of all of these techniques and strategies in order to acquire funding. And I've created a course at dazzlu.com. The link is down in that corner there. I've created a course to teach you guys exactly how to get access to OPM, which is, the bank's money. OPM stands for other people's money. Okay. And when you have access to that, yes, it comes with interest rates and fees typically. But a lot of funding that you can get comes with a 0% APR or typically about 12 months. Okay. And with that type of funding, you can utilize that type of money to be able to leverage to buy assets. Okay. And we're going to talk about some various things that I consider assets that I've actually purchased myself or started businesses using OPM to create financial freedom. Okay. And yes, I am financially free. I haven't worked in, it seems to be months now. But it's been even longer than that. And it's a slow period in time at my job that I do work. I work at Lowe's part time. And that's just to keep myself busy. But, being able to have that freedom to be able to choose whether or not I'm going to work and be able to choose whether or not I want to continue to work, right? Because my passive income streams, such as what we're going to talk about here in this video, are things that are paying me on a monthly basis that supplement me having to work a job. Okay, so I essentially bought back my time and freedom using OPM. Okay, and I'm aiming to be debt free. Only have a little bit of debt left that I use to purchase these assets that still needs paid off. But essentially, it's 0% interest debt. So I really want to hold on to that debt. Okay, and I want to just periodically pay it off in increments. Okay, using the money that the assets are providing me with. So I'm just stressing the importance of this strategy and utilizing OPM to be able to leverage to buy assets that are going to make money. Now, this is a strategy, okay? Because if you do this incorrectly, you will be paying high amounts of interest, okay? Especially when you're dealing with personal credit cards or other funding sources, depending on how high that interest is, okay? So that's something you have to be very aware of is the interest that is accrued while using OPM, okay? Because yes, the banks and the lenders are interested in making money from you, okay? But you have to strategically go about the process. And remember, the higher your credit, the lower interest you will pay over time, okay? So the higher your credit, the lower interest rate you're going to get. That's why it's very important to structure your profile correctly so that when you go to apply, you have 780 or 700 plus credit scores, and you can get the lowest interest rates that they offer. Okay, and that's how you do that by structuring your credit profile properly. Now, remember, this is coming from somebody who's acquired over $150,000 worth of capital. So I know, tips, tricks, and strategies in order to get access to the funding. But another key factor about getting access to the funding is knowing where to put the money. Okay. You don't want to just acquire $150,000 worth of credit capital and you don't know where to put it into assets. Okay. You don't have a business idea. You don't have a investment stream of income that you can take that capital and deploy it into. Why? Because 0% interest business funding does not last forever, okay, unless you're strategic. And you might take, like what I teach my students, is how to take 0% interest and extend it past the 12-month periods that they might offer you, okay? So that's very important because, utilizing the funding and not having a strategy, you're going to waste that time that they're giving you 0% interest. Okay. So I don't want to ramble on too much about that. Let's dive into the assets that you will be able to acquire while you have this funding. Okay. And these are all things to start taking into consideration now prior to you getting access to OPM. Okay. So, number one is going to be real estate. Okay. Now, I've mentioned this previous times before, and I feel like it's very repetitive, but these are the assets that are pretty much never going to change. Okay. These are things that you can always invest into to create, semi-passive income. You still will have to do a lot of work, typically upfront in the initial investment, right? Because you're buying maybe fixer-uppers or you're buying, houses that need work. Okay, so you're going to have to get them up to standard to where they're able to pass an occupancy inspection so that you can then put a tenant in there or you can then resell the property for market value. Okay, so these are all things to take into consideration. Yes, we're aiming for passive income streams, but a lot of times we're going to have to put in work. Okay. So what I'm going to do, so that you guys have a visualization of this, I'm actually going to pull up the whiteboard, okay? So give me 1 second here, and we'll go ahead and pull up the whiteboard so that you guys can get a live demonstration here. So we'll go to share, and we're going to pull up. I always have issues with trying to actually pull up the whiteboards on here. Oh, here we go. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to go to whiteboards. We're going to go to new whiteboard. And hopefully you guys are able to see this. Okay. So number one is real estate. Okay, awesome. Now, remember, this is all on a laptop, and I just pretty much, here, let's try this. Awesome. So this is going to work out a lot better for us. Still getting familiar with this whole whiteboard thing. So, okay, number one is going to be real estate. Okay, now I mentioned we talked about there's two different strategies when it comes to real estate, right? So when it comes to real estate, you have your buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and then repeat. Okay, and you have your fix and flips. Okay. So both of these are different strategies. These are pretty much the exit strategies, how you're going to be planning on purchasing this real estate. Are you going to buy it and fix it and flip it? Are you going to utilize it to become a rental? Okay, and then whenever it becomes a rental, let me quickly explain the buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat method. So you buy it, okay, you rent it out, or I'm sorry, you buy it, you renovate it, okay, so you're going to have to fix it up. These are fixer uppers, okay, and at that point you can either flip it, put it on the market and sell it. That's the fix and flip side of it, or you can finish out the BRRRR method, which is buy, you can renovate it, okay, then you can rent it out, okay. Now it's renting for maybe $1,000 a month, okay. You might have purchased that property for 15, 20,000, 30,000. Okay, it's going to rent out for $1,000 a month, so you're slowly recouping your money back. Okay, and you can always refinance on that property once you have a renter in there. Okay, so how does the refinance process work? Well, typically they'll give you 80% LTV, which is loan to value. Okay, and you have to have good credit. You have to have the income of the property is going to be a portion of income that you can, present to the loan officers. Okay. And when you do that, they're going to issue you a loan for the amount of the property's worth, the property's value. Okay, so slowly but surely, at least you'll have all of that capital up front. So if you purchased the house for 30,000, but let's say the house after being renovated, you might have put 5 or 10,000 into it, but now it's worth 60,000 or 100,000. Okay, you can pull out 80% of that. So if the house was worth now 100,000 after you fixed it up, you can pull out 80,000 of that money. Okay, and that 80,000 will be a loan, okay, that you can then take and you can use it to buy other properties, okay? That's where the other R comes in, is repeat. You can buy more, renovate them, rent them out, and do the same thing, repeat the process, okay? And that's how you're going to build up a portfolio of real estate that you can then use as passive income, okay? You'll have a large amount of income, but essentially you'll have to be paying those monthly premiums from the loan that you took out on that property, but you'll have all the capital up front, which allows you to scale the business. Okay. Now, number two is going to be one of my favorite, rental cars. Okay. Rental cars. Now, with rental cars, I typically use a platform. It's called Turo. You can also do private rentals. Let me see. You can do private rentals. Okay, that's a whole different ball game there. But me personally, I stick with Turo. They already have everything mapped out. Makes it very simple and easy. You just list your cars, but you have to be purchasing these cars at discounted prices. The same with real estate. Okay, and where you can purchase these at discounted prices is going to be auctions. Okay, so find out where your local auctions are. Okay, I teach my students in my course how exactly to acquire these vehicles, how to exactly acquire real estate, okay, from the auctions. I teach them which auctions to go to, but every state's going to be different, okay? So, seek more information on that. We've done previous videos on different topics of how to acquire these. I even did a live demonstration for my team and the people that are in my community of how I was at the auction and, what to expect. So rental cars, okay, you buy them for cheap, you fix them up if you have to, you put them on a rental car platform, and you rent them out, okay, $50, $60 a day, typically for economy cars. And then if you have like Teslas or, luxury cars, Mercedes-Benz, and, higher class cars, even, Lambos and things like that, you're going to charge way more per day for those type of vehicles. Okay, Tesla trucks. I think Tesla trucks are going for like $500 a day. Okay, so you can make a lot of money just from having, rental cars. So that is another income stream that I have. Okay, you can buy and resell. Okay, so that brings me into my next topic. You can buy and resell. Okay, so you can even, for real estate, like I said, the fix and flip, you can buy and resell that. Rental cars, you can buy them for cheap from the auction, resell them, fix them up, resell them. Okay, make a huge profit from that. But you can also buy and resell items, okay, from from there's different platforms, obviously Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, or another one of my favorite auctions is MacBid. Okay. So you can buy items, and this is all with your credit. Okay. You're going to need credit to get financing for the real estate. Okay. You could use a credit card for that transaction depending on how much the property is, or you can use a mortgage or, private money lender loan. Okay. But those are going to require you to have good credit. Okay. But this is how to use your credit to make money. Okay. Rental cars, another thing. Okay, you can use your credit to buy these rental cars from the auction. Okay, liquidate the car, go to the auction, buy the car, use that money from renting it out to pay back the balance. Okay, you can buy and resell. Like I said, Facebook Marketplace or MacBit. Okay, you can go on these websites easily. You can purchase items on MacBid specifically. It's like an auction. You have to bid on those items. So if you can get them for good, good solid prices, you can relist them on Facebook Marketplace for sale. Okay, or you can buy stuff from Facebook Marketplace and resell it, etc. Okay. So I've seen people do this with Jordans, AirPods, finding vendors. You'll be surprised the amount you can upcharge on things that you bought for a good price, a good deal. Okay. So number 4 is going to be a vending machine. I currently have a vending machine in my friend's laundromat. Okay. And this will bring you passive income. You just have to restock it with merchandise. Okay. But vending machines are a good way, or vending machines or ATM machines, okay, are good ways to place a machine in a high traffic location and, using your credit, okay, you used your credit, you bought the vending machine, you went to, your Sam's Club or, wherever you can buy wholesale foods and in bulk, and then you can place them in those vending machines and upsell on prices, right? So you might have bought those items and you broke it down and they all cost you maybe 50 cents a piece, but you're putting them in the vending machine for $2 a pop. Okay. And people are buying them because it's in a high traffic area and it's convenient. Right. So very important and a good way to start and scale a business. Okay. And use your credit to make money. Now, number 5 is going to be something that's kind of unique, something that I just recently purchased. And we'll see the full extent of this in the spring and summertime. But a food trailer, okay, or a food truck, okay, a good investment idea if you are looking to start and scale a business, right? A food trailer or a truck. Now you can, fill it up with items that you might be able to find on Facebook Marketplace or MacBid. Okay, you'll have to have stainless steel equipment. You'll have to have your, water system installed. Your hood and range system, right? Fridge, storage, right? A generator to keep everything running, right? But once you invest in a food trailer or truck, you can get this operating and you can make, $1,000 a day, okay? Especially at events and things where there's going to be a lot of foot traffic. Okay, so the key point here with the vending machine and the food trailer is having high traffic locations and areas. So this is things that you should be, gearing your mind to finding prior to getting the funding so that whenever you do have the funding, you can acquire these things and put them in high traffic locations. You already have the locations set in stone. Okay, so the food truck and trailer is something that you can acquire using your credit, and you can make that money back fairly quickly. Okay, so that was another one. Number 6 is going to be just a service-based business. Okay, and I know food trailer kind of fits in there, but what I mean by this is what I do is landscaping. Sorry. Okay, landscaping. Now, landscaping is a service-based business. Okay, but you can purchase your equipment. Okay, you can purchase your lawnmowers, your riding mowers, your weed whackers, your blowers, rakes, garbage cans, but trash bags. You can acquire that stuff using credit capital, and you can go out and start marketing and soliciting your services, and eventually you'll make enough money from landscaping or cleaning people's yards and cutting people's yards that you can pay back that business loan that you took out. Okay, and you can use that money then to continue providing this service-based business. Okay, and make a good living. I've seen people scale landscaping businesses to $100,000 or more per year. Okay, it's something that you can do. Okay, especially if you have the knowledge, especially if you do your research, especially if you go out and get licensing for spraying people's yards with pesticides and things like that, which is another add-on to your service-based business. Okay, so we're turning lemons into lemonade here, right? And that's a service-based business. But these are 6 different debt utilizing tools, assets, okay, that you can purchase using your credit to be able to do this, and you can go out and make money. So there's no excuses, right? I just gave you guys 6 different business investments or strategies to go out, and there's many other ones. I can even name some more. Let's go all the way to 10. So we'll go Amazon reseller. I've seen people make very good money from that. You can even, so there's Amazon resellers, there's crypto, there's stocks, right? Stocks or crypto, but this one's a little bit more geared towards ETFs. Okay, so you can leave your money in high yield stock investments and reap the returns from that, and even high yield savings. So there's so many different investment strategies, and we can go on and on and on, but the idea is to get your mindset in the mode of figuring out what is your gift, okay? In the Bible, it talks about your gift will make room for you. So figure out what is your gift. What can you invest into that will bring fruit back, okay? Because where you sow the seed is where you reap the harvest, okay? So you want to be able to utilize some of these strategies, if not, something of your own, t-shirt businesses, storage units, right? There's so many different service-based businesses or businesses in general, passive income streams, things that you don't even have to, apply too much effort into to be able to utilize those funds to be able to make money. Okay? And the beautiful thing about this is you're utilizing the bank's money to do this. Okay? So it's almost zero risk. Okay? You are risking, your good credit status, but you're utilizing other people's money to start these businesses. Okay? So a very lucrative way to create financial freedom is to utilize credit to be able to buy assets or start businesses that start generating you money. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, and this is the bonus, is this. Okay? The bonus is once you start one of these businesses, okay, when you get into real estate, when you get into rental cars, when you learn how to buy and resell on Facebook Marketplace or MacBid, or you start getting vending machines, food truck or food trailer, or you start a landscaping business, okay? What you can then do is you can teach other people. You can become a mentor, okay? Okay, you can become a mentor. So mentorship, teach people the strategy, teach people the gifts, okay? Teach people the methods and the things that nobody talks about that are in your business. You can start beginning to teach people these things, and you can charge a fee to do this. Okay, a lot of people are seeking coaching. A lot of people are seeking mentorship, somebody to hold their hand and walk them through the process of how to actually invest in these things. Okay. And when you actually invest in these things, you'll learn the ins and outs of the business and what people need to know or what people need to expect when they go into these businesses. Okay. So you can start mentorship classes. Your lifestyle becomes your brand. Okay. Your lifestyle becomes your brand, and you can actually market your lifestyle. Okay. If you have financial freedom, you can teach other people, well, hey, I'm financially free. I can show you guys exactly how to become financially free by utilizing some of the things that I've done in my life. Okay. And once you become that person of value, that person of knowledge and financial literacy, you can help the next person that has the struggle of finances. Okay. And you can teach them what you know, and you can charge a fee to do that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with leveraging your knowledge. Okay. And your credibility. Okay. So your lifestyle becomes your brand. So you can brand yourself. And with that branding, like I said, you can do mentorship classes. You can sell a course or an ebook, okay, digital products, okay? And these things will begin to sell themselves with your lifestyle. So this is just something that I wanted to add on as a bonus, because a lot of these different business endeavors that you'll get into, you'll learn, and this will make you money. And then you will want to be able to share this with other individuals. And the way that you can do that and make money from it is by creating a course or an ebook. Okay. And you can create a digital product or a checklist, or, there's different, things that I've even seen on Etsy, t-shirts or whatever the case may be of your brand. Okay. And people will want to become a part of that, and they'll want to learn how the ins and outs of these businesses work. Okay. So what I've done is I've created a course and an ebook. I've utilized a lot of these methods in order to make money. And I want to share that opportunity with you all. Okay. So you can find my website at dazzlu.com. I teach each and every one of you guys exactly how to leverage these to make money. So at dazzlu.com, you'll get my step-by-step process on how I was able to acquire $150,000 worth of credit capital. Okay. And you will also get credit repair if you need that. I teach you guys how to fix your credit. And you also get access to a trade line. Okay. And I've talked about trade lines in previous videos. I'm not going to expound on that too much right now. But a trade line is going to be how you're going to also increase your chances of getting high limit approvals for credit cards and loans in the future. So that's a secret tip that not a lot of credit people talk about, is getting access to trade lines and utilizing that as leverage. So when you go to apply for different loans and different products, different banking credit cards and things of that sort, you're going to get a higher limit as opposed to somebody without a trade line. Okay. So we teach you guys at dazzlu.com how to fix, build, and leverage credit. These are just some of the different business endeavors that I've dove into. And I wanted to share that with you guys, because you need to start preparing, because once we get you funding upwards of $150,000 worth of credit, you need to be established or figure out what you want to invest into. Okay, which one of these stands out to you that you would love to do, if not all of them? Okay, because you're not limited to one. One income stream is too close to none. That's why, a lot of people that work a job, I don't knock working a job, but I feel that we need to start side hustles and side businesses, because a job is not always guaranteed. You can be fired from your job, but if you start a business, you are the CEO and you're not going to fire yourself. So with that being said, if you got some value from this content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We do these videos every single Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is typically for my credit community. So if we have a, video that we want to share, We will not post it on the YouTube channel if it's specifically for our credit community. So to ensure that you get all access, you want to go to dazzlu.com and tap in. With that being said, hopefully you guys got value. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have any other comment if you have any other business endeavors that you can use credit for, and subscribe if you want to get access to any of our upcoming videos. Hopefully you guys have a blessed evening, and I'll see you guys on the next call.